This is episode 2 of the Honda Grom clone build. In the last episode, we installed this rear crash guard along with a set of Pro Taper handlebars. Today we'll be installing an integrated brake light and blinker setup from Amazon. We're going to sort through the wiring on this bike, throw on a new seat, and at the end of this video I'll reveal the brand new 212cc engine that will go on this project. So let's get started. The new taillight is bolted in, and the next step is going to be to figure out the wiring. Now the wiring that comes with this new Amazon light is going to be completely different than what's on the Boom Vader. So that'll be a little bit of a trial and error here. As you can see, the old taillight has a green, yellow, brown setup, and none of that's going to match up with the new kit's wiring. So I have an idea of where we need to start, and first step is just to get the brake lights and that function working, and then we'll move on to the blinkers. I do also have some flush mount blinkers that I've installed up front. Those need to be wired in as well. So, alright, so it's the old taillight. Has this little plug. So what I think I'm going to do is cut this here off the old taillight, so I could still use this plug for that portion of the wiring. And then we'll source which wires go in there just for the basic brake function first, and then move to blinkers after that. So far I know that the green wire on the bike is going to be ground, and the black wire on the new light is going to be ground. Again, I will do a final soldering and heat shrink all of that when I am done and sure that these are correct. Nothing is connected to the battery yet. We're simply just doing a trial and error on what goes where. Alright, so green to black for ground, and we're going to try yellow to yellow for the brake light function. So we got ground, brake light, and then this would be kind of like your constant light on in the rear. So that would go to, I believe, the blue. So blue on the new diagram is saying running light. I'm going to say that's going to be that constant rear tail light on. So we're going to try blue to this brown. We're going to plug in the battery and hope nothing blows up. And hopefully we have the brake light function and the tail light function. So let's check that. Alright, no success yet to get this taillight lit up, but what I did realize is this clip, when installed, the colors of the wires weren't matching up on the other side. I had to move these wires around to make more sense. So let's see if we can at least get this thing lit up. Alright, let's give that a try. Let's see if we got anything. Alright. It's a good start. It looks like the brake light is constantly on, so let me switch a couple wires. I think these two yellows need to be switched around. Okay, I think we're good. Normal tail light and brake light. Yes! Tail light, brake light. Sweet. Alright, let's wire in the blinkers, and then we will start to solder it all together. Okay, so I got this wired up here. These three wires that we've figured out anyway. Battery's still connected. This should just clip right in, and we should have brake light function. There's the tail light on and brake light. Sweet. So now we're going to move on to the blinkers. Should be a little bit easier. Okay, so this is the old kind of blinker setup, and and I've robbed some of the wires off of it. It's got these nice little plugs. They'll plug right in to the bike. So then I can just solder it down here, remove it easily if I want later. So I believe so far this light blue is going to be the right turn signal, which on our new light says right is green. So we're going to try that with this green to light blue, and then it would be this brown to an orange, which I also took off of that piece. So let's get to it. All right, hopefully we got blinkers. Tail light, brake light. Sweet. And be left. Let's say that's a success. All right, it's all wired up, soldered up, and I'm just gonna do a little cleanup here. But just to recap the wiring for my bike, it was brown wire to black wire, which is ground. This yellow wire with the yellow or the green stripe went to the yellow wire on the new taillight. Green wire in the middle, then went to the blue wire on the new taillight. The blinkers is pretty much lined up with the colors. This light blue went to this kind of light blue here for one side of the blinker, and then orange went to orange for the other side. And we're not using these here for now. So that's it for the rear. I'm gonna do the front quick, and then we'll throw on the new seat. Should be it for the wiring today. I've got the front blinkers all wired up, and we've got this new integrated taillight all wired up. Blinkers work on both sides. And I am extremely happy with how that all turned out. So now we can start wrapping this thing up. guys, that's going to do it for today's video on the Boom Vader, but come back for the next one. In the next one, I have a brand new 212cc engine arriving and going into this Boom Vader. So come back for that. We're going to do a full swap on this thing. We're going to get that handlebar situation all tidied up, and we're going to finally take this thing for a rip. So come back for more. Like this video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you next one.